We're here today at Harrow St Michael's in Manchester doing the first read-through of The Last Bit of the Moon, which is a new prologue to Vaughan Williams' Riders to the Sea, written by Michael Betteridge.
The Last Bit of the Moon, as it's now known, was devised through workshops we had in Southampton back in May, where we explored the Vaughan Williams opera Riders to the Sea. And we used that, really interrogated the music, the text, the story, the narrative, the characters, to create all these beautiful fragments that Antosh wove together with the community sirens into this fantastic text.
It's quite ethereal, it's quite mythical, but basically it's about the baggage you have in life and what your parents have put on you, and whether you're going to go down that fate, the same fate that you presume to have, or whether you can change it.
There's a lot of people in this space today who are very familiar with my work but won't have been familiar with my dramatic writing, my operatic writing as a performer. So it was really interesting to work with the group today, and friends of the Sunday Boys. We had a whole host of people here today, as well as the members of the choir.
So we're part of the Sunday Boys, so Michael Betteridge, who is composing this piece, is our artistic director, and he's got some of the choir involved, so we've come in specially to workshop this afternoon.
Some of us are amateur singers, we don't read the music very well, and for some of us it's quite challenging, but they're lovely people, and it's nice to contribute to something that sounds so great already.
It's always so wonderful when you're working with a fantastic ensemble.
I think Michael's an exceptionally talented composer, and it's just a really enjoyable part of the process to be part of something as it's beginning.
So arrived today, warmed up as usual, although the instrumentalists were already here when we arrived, so we got a bit of a preview of the stuff that they've been working on, so that was quite an exciting introduction to the workshop today.
So we're just working through the music, we're trying to have a feel for how it sounds when it's sung by people and not by a computer.
You kind of have, as a composer, you have it in your head already, but there's always detail you're going to miss and things that surprise you.
It's actually a really nice part of our process. It's really helpful for composers for us to come in, and obviously it's a great way of us to do new work, and obviously in this instance we're getting to work with an ensemble as well, which is always really enjoyable.
Starting with the slightly more straightforward parts and building to the more crunchy, complicated stuff, and then the instrumentalists and the soloists were added in. And it's just kind of built quite nicely, so and we're all starting to get a feel for the piece.
I mean, I suppose I should have guessed, with it being Michael's choir, that they were going to be good, but this music is not easy. There are bits that I'd have to sit down at the piano and they just are sight singing it so well, so, congrats to them.
It is such a rich text that there is so much in. I'm sure the Sunday Boys will go away and talk about what it means to them when they dive into the text a little bit more, and that beautiful ambiguity but richness allows for people to find their own path through this prologue.
The colour and the quality of the sound, it informs the storytelling all the time, so actually you can't really know how lots of people will respond to some text, respond to some music, so you put a load of people together and they're all responding to it differently and collectively, and adding something really new and brilliant to my own thought process. So mostly what it was incredibly moving.
I think that when you can participate to the music making process, you get to be part of something that is potentially going to last for a very long time, and that's really important.
For me, this is a hobby. This is something that I just kind of do for pleasure. So it's quite nice to be able to do this and be kind of more directly working with professionals, people who do this like this is their job.
Even though I'm a classical singer, which has all these sort of stigmas or stylized things, fundamentally, I love vibrating my voice, but with other people.
And the power of people singing together never ceases to amaze me.
For me, it's that notion of community, family, home, why we leave, when we leave, what makes us leave, what draws us away when we have to go back. I mean, it's something that I'm always thinking about, what is home, what does that mean? And I know it's particularly pertinent to the LGBTQ communities that we're working with here.
I found it very accessible and enjoyable. I mean, everybody's working hard and we're all kind of putting the effort in. But yeah, no kind of stress, just we're here to experience and explore and enjoy the music. It's been really nice.
It's amazing how much energy you get out of it. It's a really powerful experience. It's very nice, good fun.
The amazing positivity and openness and interest from all of our collaborators in the room today was just delicious. And anyone who says people aren't interested in new writing and aren't interested in and only interested in music they know, I mean, come and sit in this session, you'd realise that's total nonsense.
We'll get to see it when it's been finished and it's performed, and you can see how it's progressed to how it actually ends up when it's toured in 2024.
We are going to be recording this piece, and that recording is then going to be presented as a film that will be the backdrop, will be the whole aesthetic of a new production of Riders to the Sea.
Great, lovely, good, well done team. Easier?